So as we all know, it's a bit of a crazy time in the world at the moment with the COVID-19 virus. So I decided to film a yoga class today that helps boost our immune system. We're going to take lots of inversions and twists, not too strong an inversion but quite gentle, that boosts all 4 body systems that really help our immune system. Our circulation, our digestive system, our immune system and our endocrine hormone system. This practice also brings our attention to the breath. So slowing down and really lengthening our breath helps to support the nervous system, especially calming down the sympathetic nervous system, which supports the immune system as well. So before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Andrea and this is my very cute puppy Sunny. I'm an osteopath, naturopath, nutritionist, bar, yoga and adult ballet teacher, ex-professional dancer, and I've taught over 14,000 clients in my studio here in Adelaide, Australia, as well as countless more people online. In this crazy time, if you're stuck at home, I do have an online studio with over 130 classes already uploaded of bar, yoga, adult ballet and bar-inspired HIIT classes. And at the moment, I'm doing a special offer for a 14-day free trial, so you can do any of my classes at home in your own time. So there is a link to sign up in the description section right below this video. So Sunny and I are going to be doing this together with you. She's going to be sleeping in her little bed. The only equipment you need today is a yoga mat and a bottle of water for the end. All right, let's get into this beautiful immune promoting yoga class. All right, let's start in Sukhasana pose. Shoulders rolled back, tummy engaged slightly and close the eyes down. And we'll do some pranayama breath work. So take a big inhale through both nostrils. Hold the breath at the top for 4 counts. And take a very slow exhalation for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing on, counting in for 4. Hold at the top for 4. And exhale very slowly for 7. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Two more like this. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Hold and exhale. Allow the eyes to gently blink open. And we'll come around onto our mats, onto our hands and knees for cat and cow. So hands set up directly under shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Feel length through the spine. Elbow creases are not hyperextended and facing forward, but just a tiny micro bend and the elbows are facing in towards each other. Inhale as you lift through the chest and lift the tailbone. And exhale, round through the spine, gazing down towards the navel. Inhale, chest lifts, tailbone lifts. And exhale, rounding through the spine, dropping the tailbone down, looking at your belly. Inhale, lift forwards. Exhale, round under. Inhale. And
And exhale, really lifting up through the waist, rounding your thoracic spine, lifting out of your shoulders. Again, inhale, lift that tailbone, press out of your shoulders, still lift the chest. Exhale, round the body, press out of the shoulders, round the upper back. Let's take 2 more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding over. Inhale, lift. Tailbone lifts, chest lifts. Exhale, round. Lift through the shoulders, lift through the thoracic spine. And on your next inhale, come to neutral spine. Just pause here for a moment as you press out of your shoulders, feel neutrality through the spine. And then we're going to walk our hands forward for our puppy dog pose. So the hips stay over the top of the knees and the forehead and the chest comes towards the mat. Forearms can rest onto the floor if you need. And let's hold here for 3 big rounds of breath. Lift through the body, walk the hands back up and rest back into child's pose. From here we take a child's pose flow just to start warming up through the spine a little. So we come back to our hands and knees. We dive the chest down towards the floor. A little tiny cobra, lift, press out of the shoulders and take yourself back to your child's pose. Inhale back to your 4-point kneel. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, little cobra. And exhale, press out of your hands and shoulders and press back to child's pose. Inhale to hands and knees. Exhale, dive forwards. Little inhale, cobra lift. Exhale, press back to child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, diving forwards. Onto your tummy, inhale, cobra lift. And exhale back to child's pose. Let's take just 1 more. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, dive forwards. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. So if you need to readjust yourself on the mat, do so for our downward facing dog. So back to child's pose, toes on the mat, arms reaching long. We're going to come up through our 4-point kneel, tuck the toes under and press up into your first downward dog of the class. Lifting up through the sitting bones, pressing out of the shoulders and remembering how good our inversions are for our immune system. Let's hold here for 5 big rounds of breath. Keep pressing out of your shoulders. Feel the very tips of your sitting bones lifting up towards the sky. Length at the back of your neck. One more big breath. And then to start to release the body a little bit by walking through your feet, pressing those heels down one at a time towards the floor, still pressing and lifting out of your shoulders. And then slowly drop the knees down. We're taking dolphin pose. So come onto your elbows and forearms on the floor. Hands are still spread wide, elbows are under shoulders. If this is too much, you can always come back to another downward dog. So see how you go. Tuck the toes under, and like our downward dog, we're going to lift up through our hips, pressing the sitting bones up to the sky. Tummy's engaged in and pressing and lifting out of your shoulders. 5 breaths here. And when you've finished your 5 breaths, gently lower the knees down, taking yourself back to child's pose and pausing here for a moment. Reaching our arms out long, gaze forward, lift up onto your hands and knees, tuck the toes, another downward facing dog. Lift up through your sitting bones, heels pressed down to the floor, lift up through the tailbone. And then bend the knees slowly and walk the feet up towards the hands. Holding in our forward fold Uttanasana by bending the knees, chest rests onto the thighs, head is hanging heavy. You might like to give it a gentle shake side to side or backwards and forwards. And really start to feel the thoracic spine lengthen in this inversion. Start to play around gently with, as you inhale, slightly lengthen through the knees. And as you exhale, slightly soften through the knees. Inhale to get a little more stretch through the hamstrings. Exhale to soften. Inhale, lift. And exhale, soften down. Keep the knees bent, slowly roll the body up, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then we roll the shoulders back. Let's come to stand at the top of our mat for Surya Namaskar, salute to the sun. We'll take 2 rounds on each side. So big toes are slightly facing in, shoulders are rolling back. Take a big inhale breath all the way up. Exhale, soften in the knees, fold forwards at the waist, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen, looking forwards. Exhale, fold and step your right leg back to a long lunge. Let's just hold here for a moment. Hands can be up on the fingertips or flat onto the palms. Feel length through the spine. We're starting to feel a warmth through the body and a stretch through our hip flexors. Plant the hands to the floor, step back with your left leg and take a downward facing dog. Come through downward dog and hold in your plank. 3 rounds of breath here. Squeeze your glutes and press out of your shoulders. So chaturanga, you may like to lower the knees to the floor, otherwise transfer the weight slightly forward, bend through the elbows, lowering the body down to the mat. All the way, and cobra lift, or an upward dog if you'd like to take this a little higher. From here, tuck the toes, back to downward facing dog. And then stepping the right leg forward. Foot placed right between your hands. Again, holding here as we start to feel the left side hip flexor stretching and lengthening and warming up through our core. Bring the back leg to the front leg. Holding your forward fold, Uttanasana. And then inhale, Urdhva hands to the ceiling. Exhale, release. Let's take the left side nice and slowly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, gazing forward. Exhale, fold, and now the left leg steps back as you glue your hands to the floor. Lovely long lunge. Step back with the right leg and take downward facing dog. Lifting up through your sitting bones, pressing out of your shoulders. Hands all glued, 10 fingers glued to the mat. Come forward to your plank. Hold for 3 breaths. Option to modify with knees to the floor if you need a more modified version. And then chaturanga, either knees on the floor or lower down through that plank position. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And tuck the toes down, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left leg forward. Pause here for a moment. Bring the back leg towards the front leg, holding your forward fold. Lift your sitting bones up to the sky, and then bend the knees. Inhale all the way out, Urdhva. Exhale, relax. We take that one more time each side a little faster. So inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, look forward. Exhale, fold down, right leg steps back, long lunge. Back to downward facing dog. Come through to your plank. Either lowering the knees or it's the whole body through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, left comes to meet the right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release. Left side. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, look forward. And folding down. Left leg steps back. Right leg steps back, downward facing dog. Come forward to your plank. Through chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Release. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left leg. Then the right leg. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, relax. We'll take a couple of chair poses and then add in the twisting, which is really good for our digestive and immune system. So, feet keep distance apart, roll the shoulders back. Inhale the arms up overhead as you sit back into a chair. Keep the chest lifted. Feel the weight right back in your heels.
length through the spine. And we'll hold for 2 breaths. Release up. And lower the arms down. Another one like that. Inhale, arms up. And sitting down as you exhale into the chair. Chest is lifted. And release. This time we'll add a little twist. So arms up. And exhale, sit into the chair. Bring the hands to the heart center. And then tuck one elbow opposite the knee and take a spinal twist around. You're feeling your underneath ribs rotating around to the front. And if available, gaze can go up towards the ceiling. 3 rounds of breath here. Release hands to the floor. And then slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling the shoulder back and we'll take the other side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink into your chair. Hands to the heart center. And taking our twist around the other way. Bottom ribs rotate towards the front. Top ribs rotate back and gaze comes up to the ceiling if available. Otherwise, it comes straight forwards. Release hands down to the floor and roll that 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Just step a little bit more forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms all the way up over Hastasana. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift and lengthen, looking forwards. Exhale, fold. Left leg steps back on the mat to a long lunge. So you want to check your front shin is vertical, the knees over the ankle rather than overshooting. And just hold this long lunge. Really feel length in the crown of the head, all the way down through the spine and out the back of the leg. And if available, contract through the abs, engaging there, float the arms all the way up as you lift, inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Gazing up, shoulders down, or gazing directly forwards. Allow the back heel to drop down, so the back foot is rotated about 45 degrees. Check your front heel is lined up with the inner arch of the back foot, and then lower down to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. For me, I just need to take a tiny adjustment, move my front leg in slightly so the knee is right over top of the ankle. 3 big breaths here. Check your back arm is lined up right with your shoulder and your front fingers. Inhale, lift through the front arm. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bend. And in reverse warrior, place your back hand onto your back thigh, flip the front palm, and reach up and over as you back over your back leg.
Release back to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Lifting up, turn your toes in. So now you're facing side on your mat. Toes in of where your heels are, and take a wide leg forward fold. So hands to your waist, hinging at your hip creases, folding yourself forwards until you feel a straight spine. Fingertips, if available, can come to the floor, otherwise keep them on your waist. Micro in the knees if you need to, lifting up through your sitting bones, and allow your body to fold a little further forward, walking the fingers back between the heels. And if available, you can come all the way down, walking the fingers even further back. To come out, walk your fingers back up. Feel your spine horizontal again. Soften your knees, hands to your hips, and then roll up through your spine one vertebrae at a time. Heel and toe the feet back together. And we'll take our long lunge on the other side. So standing up nice and tall. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift and lengthen, gazing forwards. Exhale, fold, right leg steps back to the long lunge. Just holding here, lengthening through the spine. Distance and length between both feet. Crown of the head through the back heel. And then glue the feet to the floor, engage through the abdomen. Inhale, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Feel the weight still pressing forward, bending that front leg, and you're aiming for your front thigh to be horizontal to the floor. Let's drop the back heel down. Check your alignment so that the toes turn slightly in. Front heel is lining up with the inner arch of the back foot. Arms are out long in front of and behind the body, and then lower down to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So again, your front thigh is horizontal to the floor. And feel length reaching up all the way through both fingertips. Let's take an inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Pause. And reverse warrior. Place your back hand to your back leg. Flip the front palm. Reach up and over and gaze down towards your back leg. Release. Coming up, turn the toes in for our wide leg forward fold again. Soft bend in the knees, hands to your hips. Folding forward, hinging at the waist. For hands to come down to the floor on your fingertips. Keep those toes turned in from where your heels are. Allow your body to fold a little further as the hands walk back. And then holding, lifting your tailbone up. Length through the spine. Come out, walk the hands forward, take a little micro bend in the knees, hands to the waist and rolling up. One vertebrae at a time. Heel and toe, the feet back together until you can bring the feet together, and once more coming to stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms all the way up. Overhead Stasana. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift foot forwards. Exhale, left leg steps back for the long lunge again. And we're taking a revolved 8 crescent moon long lunge. So it's a long lunge with a twist. I want you to place your left hand on the inside of your right foot, and your right hand comes to the knee. So you've got the option to stay just here, or you can lift that right arm all the way up to the ceiling for a lovely long lunge with a twist. 3 rounds of breath here. Press out the underneath shoulder, engage through the abdomen. And either staying here, or to build some more fire through the belly, bring the hands to the heart center, take a spine twist around, put that left elbow in on the outside of your right knee, and holding a long lunge with a twist. Release hands to the floor. Step your back leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up, overhead Stasana. Exhale, relax. And we'll take the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift foot forwards. Exhale, right leg steps back. Holding a long lunge. Glue your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Take your left hand to the right knee, flipping the spine, twist through that long lunge. So either staying here, or if available, you can reach that left arm up towards the ceiling, trying to get straight vertically, and then gaze me to stay forward or lift up to the spine. So either staying here or engage your gaze, glue the feet to the floor, bring the hands to the heart center. Right elbow comes on the outside of the left knee, and spinal twist opening through the waist. 3 rounds of breath here. Release the hands to the floor, drop the legs back and make our way back to child's pose. Arms need to reach out long in front of the body or wrap around the knees, holding onto the heels, forehead to the floor. Gently coming up out of your child's pose. And we're taking Lord of the Fish pose, so a really lovely reclining twist as we make our way towards the end of the class. So both feet are out in front of our body. Take your left hand to hold onto your right ankle, and the right ankle comes under the body. Left knee comes in a little closer, and if available, you can again step that over the top of the right knee, feeling both sitting bones glued to the floor, so trying not to tip up on one side. Take an open version of the twist first. So same arms, front leg, twisting around to the front. Take an inhale as you lift long through the spine, and exhale as you twist around through the body. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist.
Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. So for any ladies who may be menstruating, please stay on this version of the twist, because we are going to take it to a stronger version in a moment. So one more inhale. Exhale, twist. Release around on the inhalation. And take the other arm across the body, hook the right elbow in behind the left knee. And spinal twist, left hand, behind the waist. Inhale, lift and lengthen out of the spine. Exhale, twist around. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And release on your next inhalation. Bring both legs released out to the front. Pause for a moment here as we take a big inhale in. And a deep exhalation out. We'll take the other side. So right hand takes hold of the left ankle and tucks it under the body. The right knee bends in and then takes across the top of the left knee. Readjust the body so that both sitting bones are glued to the floor. The tendency here would be for the right hip to come up, so really glue that right hip down. And to start with, taking the open twist. So same arm and right leg, twist around in front of the body for the open pose. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, keeping both sitting bones glued to the floor. Exhale, twist around. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And release back to neutral on your inhale. Staying there if you're menstruating. Otherwise, we take the stronger version. Left elbow in on the outside of your right knee. Right hand behind the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And twisting further. Inhale, really lift out of your waist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And release on your next inhalation. We'll make our way down to the floor. First of all, bring the legs out in front. Just pause here for a moment as we take 2 big breaths. And then make our way down to laying on our back. Hug your knees into your chest. And then open the arms out to the side and allow the knees to come over to one side as you turn your head to back in the opposite direction. It's a lovely spinal twist as we start to pull down. And almost imagining the organs in your tummy through this twist having increased blood supply as we release each twist. So it's allowing our liver and kidneys to function, help detoxify the body, and build our immune system. To release, engage your abdomen, use the hands
Bring the knees back up and rolling over to the other side. Looking out in the opposite direction. Feeling that lovely twist through the spine. Use the abs to bring you back through the centre. Hands behind your knees, rock up gently sitting. And I'd like to take the legs up the wall to finish our class and readjust your yoga mat so that it can come up to the edge of the wall. And bring your right hip up towards the edge of the wall. From here, you're going to lower yourself down, wriggling a little bit so your sitting bones up against the wall, and legs connect. Take the palms about 15 centimeters away from the sides of your body, palms facing up. Viparita Karani, the pose of power of use pose. allow the eyes to blink open and bring a little bit of movement into your fingers and toes. And hug the knees into the chest. Roll over to your right side and bring yourselves up to sitting. Make your way to Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Bring the hands to the heart center, and in this crazy time, wishing you a super strong immune system. Have a lovely day. Namaste. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me for this 45-minute yoga practice that helps support our immune systems today. If you would like to do more yoga classes with me over this crazy time that you might be stuck at home, I have an online studio with over 130 classes in barre, yoga, adult ballet and barre-inspired HIIT classes. I have a special at the moment for a 14-day free trial. So there's a link in the description section right below this video where you can join and sign up. I hope to see you there, otherwise I'll see you in the next video.